as they get set to match up with the #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the Cleveland Browns. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent took the balance in his favor to go #1.
Here's Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it's incomplete. They can... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his second. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Mayfield now. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
No. Check. Patriot.
And again, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Nifty move. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size?
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his third time. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Got you now, Green 39. Green 39.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Handoff comes to Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Johnson. Room here to run. There goes Duke Johnson. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talk about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team. And he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing here, Woodside. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Steve McClendon getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Fells has it, left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Johnson on the counter. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing, Mayfield forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. David Bass. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Screenplay, Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, and a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. That's Njoku over the middle. The 30, past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep